If you're new here, welcome. I am lulling Lisa, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, entertainment, or sleep through ASMR. Now, I'm very excited for this video because I finally found another good imagination personality test that we can do together. I know how much you all love these and I love them too, so this one can probably be called the Restaurant Imagination Personality Test. And I have it here on my phone, and apparently this personality test is designed to reveal secret truths about your love life. So I'm very excited. I basically had to screenshot a video to get this test, but I'll link it down below. So yeah, the writing is not as descriptive as I like, but we'll make it work. This is going to be a good one, I think. And as usual, we're going to do it together. So basically, these personality tests are scenario-based personality tests. So I put you into a scenario that typically evolves, and I ask you what things you imagine and so on and so forth. So this should be really exciting, but the important thing to remember is that you should just be relaxed and in a comfortable environment and in a quiet place where you can really focus and concentrate on the scenario at hand. That way you can answer instinctually. So typically with the first thought that enters your mind, just go with that, okay? So don't give it too much thought. That's what I do sometimes. Okay, so I have it here on my phone, so forgive me if I'm looking down sometimes to read to you, but essentially this is going to be a sort of restaurant atmosphere, so perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. So I thought it was fitting. Alright, now relax, quiet your mind, and let's take this test together. Imagine you're going on a date, but do not imagine the person you are with. So just imagine you're going on a date, you're getting ready for a date. You approach a restaurant and walk through the door. What does this restaurant look like when you walk in? Is it crowded inside? Is it not so crowded at all? Maybe you're early. What is the scene of the restaurant as you enter? So as you first open the door, what did you notice? A crowd, empty, a few people, etc. What did you first notice when you opened the door? Next, you sit at your table and you look around because your date isn't there yet. So you're looking around at the table and you notice the lighting and the walls around you. So you're sitting at your table and you notice the lighting and the walls around you. What's on the walls, perhaps? Are there pictures, windows, artwork, etc.? So what did you notice on the walls around you? And particularly, what is the lighting of this restaurant? Is it dark and intimate? Is it bright and cheerful? Etc. So what did you notice about this? Maybe you're in a more classic place, a more chic place, modern place. What are you noticing as you look around at the walls and as you observe the lighting of this restaurant? Next, you order a drink. So you're very thirsty and you decide to order a drink. What drink did you order? So what drink did you order from the waiter? And speaking of the waiter, imagine this waiter. So imagine this waiter. What are they wearing? What attire is the waiter in? Is it classic, casual, chic, etc.? So what did you notice as you ordered your drink? Next, you're ordering a meal. Perhaps you're ordering a meal without your date. You have to pre-order. Who knows? In this scenario, you're ordering What meal do you order? What meal are you ordering exactly? At this restaurant, from your waiter, dressed however you decided. So, what meal are you ordering right now? Are you perhaps being more health conscious? Are you perhaps ordering something that you typically love, something comforting, something exotic, etc.? So, what are you ordering on this date? Next, after you've ordered your meal, imagine looking in front of you at your drink, at your meal, at the waiter, and the atmosphere around you. Do you have a clear picture of everything in your mind? Perfect. Because now the test is complete. So, with the test being over, we can now reveal the answers. This is pretty interesting. So, when you first walked in and I asked if the restaurant was crowded or not, etc., here's what it means. So, if the restaurant is very crowded, you are not yet ready to find the one. Interesting. If the restaurant is empty, this indicates that you are ready for a lifelong commitment. Interesting. It doesn't say if it's in between, but I suppose in this case it's either or, so did you find that to be accurate? I imagined walking through the doors and I imagined it was not so crowded, but there were like wait staff around. I don't know if I saw other people though. I think I just saw wait staff. So maybe it was less crowded, I suppose. Not perhaps empty though, but interesting. Okay. Next, I asked you to sit down and observe the lighting and decor, you can say. So this says darker lighting means you prefer intimate and private relationships. So if it's darker, you prefer something more intimate and maybe you're more private in your love life if the restaurant is darker. If the room in the restaurant is brighter, this means you're more likely to share your deepest self with people other than your partner. So if the room was bright, it doesn't just mean you'll share your deepest self with your partner, it means you would share with someone other than your partner. And in this case, it seems that there are no in-between answers, so I suppose if you did choose something in the middle, maybe you fall somewhere in the middle. I personally imagined it to be a darker atmosphere just because, who knows, maybe because I'm in a darker room right now, but I felt like it was dinner time and I kind of liked the more romantic vibe, so I think that's true. I am pretty private. Okay. Next, it asks you to imagine things about the walls, so this gives you more than two options. There's technically three. I'll read them to you. So, this says, if you imagine, for example, windows, this says many windows means you still have many more relationships awaiting you. Did you imagine many windows? That's very interesting. So if you imagined your view, I suppose, with many windows or even maybe with one large window, it means you have something else awaiting you perhaps. This says many framed items such as like picture frames or anything on the wall such as artwork. This means your relationships will be more passionate. So framed things such as art and so on means a passionate relationship. If the walls were empty, maybe it was super modern and there's nothing on the walls. If the walls are empty, it may be best to be single at the moment. So I personally saw artwork on the wall. I think I saw artwork, maybe a mirror, maybe like just decorative things. You can see I like that. So I saw that on the wall. So it means my relationships will be more passionate. Yeah, I think so. I think that's true. Okay. Next. You were ordering a drink from your waiter. Before you imagine the waiter, for some reason in this quiz, they have yours. So if you chose a clear or light beverage, so perhaps if you chose water, maybe like Sprite, maybe something alcoholic, vodka, who knows, or dry martini, it says you tend to be insecure in your relationships, but you also value them more strongly. Interesting. If you chose a darker liquid, so perhaps Coca-Cola, red wine, and so on, it says you do not feel as reliant on a partner for support. And those were the only two options. So I suppose if you chose an ombre drink, maybe a Shirley Temple, it would fall somewhere in between. I'm not sure. But that's very interesting. So I think because of the overall vibe of the restaurant and the dinner atmosphere, I think I ordered like a glass of red wine in my head maybe. Although realistically, if I were waiting for my date and they weren't here, I think I would normally order water. So I don't know. I don't really know what I was thinking properly. I think I just was going with like, in the scenario I would probably pick wine, but normally I would pick water. I don't know. I feel like I did see maybe both. I envisioned maybe having both. Which I think, in all honesty, if I did choose both, I think that would be true, because I can see how maybe I could start off in a relationship being a little bit more insecure, but I do value my relationships very strongly. However, you do not feel as reliant on a partner for support if you chose dark. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. This has me stumped. Let me know if it was accurate for you. I'm honestly not sure. Maybe I'm overthinking now. Okay. Next, I asked you to imagine the attire of the waiter. So, how was this waiter dressed? So it says, if the waiter is dressed formally, you are too concerned with others' judgments about your relationship. So maybe if you're at a fancy restaurant and the waiter was super formal, you're too concerned with others' judgments of your relationships. If the waiter was in a more casual attire, you may not be taking outside opinions seriously enough. So again, just these two options, but it basically says casual attire means you're not taking maybe the opinions of a friend or a family member seriously about your relationship, whether they approve or disapprove. Maybe you're not taking that into account, whereas a formally dressed waiter would mean you're overly concerned with others' judgments about your relationship. My waiter was formally dressed. I think I was in a more classy restaurant, so the waiter was more formally dressed, and I think that's true. I am concerned with others' judgments of my relationship in the sense that I would want people I care about, so not others, who cares, but I want like my close family to really approve of the relationships that I'm in. You can say, so I can say that for sure. Okay. Next, your meal represents what you need most from a lover right now. That's interesting. Okay. Is it something good for you? Something decadent that you may regret? Something that reminds you from home? Whatever your hunger for, you should be seeking the same in a partner at this moment. I think I don't remember exactly what I ordered, but I think I had like the idea in my mind that I would order something like maybe more exciting and exotic, like not a home comforts kind of thing, because I'm a pretty good cook. I'm a good cook, so sometimes when I go to restaurants, I try not to order things that I can make at home. I like to order something more exciting or something I wouldn't typically make because maybe it would be too time consuming. So I don't know. I think I envisioned ordering more like an appetizer than anything, maybe like a tuna tartare or something more exciting. So maybe I'm craving some exotic excitement. I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever you hunger for, you should be seeking the same in a partner at this moment. It of course doesn't help that I've already eaten at this point, so I'm not particularly very hungry. But yeah, maybe that had an effect on me. I'm not sure. So, is it something good for you, healthy? Is it something decadent that you may regret? Is it something that reminds you of home, comforting? So, basically, whatever you ordered means what you need most from a lover right now. How accurate were your results? That is the end of this quiz. Did you find it accurate? Did you enjoy this one? This would definitely be called The Restaurant because it was all about a restaurant. Interesting how they didn't have your partner actually join you for this one, so this is very interesting. I did find this pretty accurate. My biggest enemy is myself, and I think I just throw myself off for my answers. I think, like, rather than imagining something so specific, I just have a bunch of things enter my mind, like maybe I want water and wine or whatever, but very interesting. Was this accurate for you? And feel free to share your answers if you feel comfortable or what have you. You know, I always love hearing from you. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed this imagination personality test to get to know you a little bit better through this romantic scenario, you can say. So this was revealing of your love life and things you might need either from your current partner or things you should be looking for in a future partner. So I like this one a lot. Very appropriate for this particular month. So thank you so much for being here with me, and I really do appreciate your company and your comments, your thumbs up, your subscriptions, all the engagement from you all. It makes me so happy. I love to refresh the page and respond to your comments, and I just like to know what videos you're interested in, the kind of things you like to engage in. Just, I love this community so much. It keeps me sane in this world that feels so insane right now. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I'm losing my mind a bit in the current climate, so ASMR keeps me sane, and I love making these videos, and I also really love editing them. It actually calms me throughout the day. I don't know why I've decided to take this chance to ramble, but here we are. So I hope whatever state you're in mentally, I hope you're feeling okay. And if you're not, don't forget to get the help that you need, or to let it out in certain ways, to just vent and, relax. This has been a hard period so far, Everything going on is a little bit nuts. I don't know if you believe in Mercury in retrograde, but it's been in retrograde. As I'm filming this, it's still in retrograde, so hopefully better days are ahead for us all, and we can all just learn to have a little bit more humanity and just patience and understanding with each other, because the world is a little bit cuckoo right now. But thank you for being here with me. Believe me, you all keep me very happy and sane, and you give me so much purpose, which is so beautiful. So thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day month, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.